I'll be reacting to Girls Frontline episode 8. I'll be watching it off of Funimation's website, and I'll be starting my reaction from the 1 minute and 7-second mark. And 1, 0, go. Oh yeah, I'm pumped up for this. I mean, I could see why she'd be distracted. Yeah. I mean, anyone in her case would be distracted. With the way she record, that probably is exactly the case. I mean, thankfully they were able to get out of it relatively fine for the most part. Yeah, honestly, but the thing is, she did. Sometimes in life, you need a little bit of luck to persevere. And honestly, the agents in the series have kind of been a joke because they've all fallen like either the same episode they're introduced, or they're introduced at the end of the episode only to get wrecked in the next episode. So it ain't like the agents in the series are dangerous. The threat levels from the agents are about as high as a fucking paper tiger. At least going into episode, 7 episodes. This will be the 8th, unless this episode finally decides to introduce an antagonist that doesn't suck balls. I mean, if it did that, that'd be incredible. Don't. I swear, though, the art style in the opening, woo, it's pretty. It's a shame that the series doesn't have the characters. I mean, yeah, it has the base character design, but with the same shading style. But I'm going to venture to guess it's because it would take more effort for the production committee and the animators involved to actually get the design sheets to look just like the opening, considering that all that shading would probably take a nightmarish amount of work. And then this series is already struggling with the animation quality. Considering how the previous episode looked, and also considering the fact that this episode, interestingly enough, had a 1-minute-and-7-second recap, which I hope that isn't a sign of things to come when it comes to the series. And it only means they're saving up their budget for the last 3 episodes, and not the fact that this series is, it's struggling. It's obvious that the series is struggling production-wise, but I can only hope it can right the ship, though, in future episodes. The kindling. Hope this ends up being better than the previous episode, though. Not that I hate the previous episode, it's just a little bit disappointing, that's all. Especially when you have the ringleader of when it was the ringleader of the previous agents in episodes 1 through 6. That's what really made 7 disappointing for me. I just hope it's something that can end up being useful. That's actually some damn good English there. Wait, this is implying that... Yeah, it implies that the enemy forces have infiltrated. Unless it could also mean that the enemy forces are hacking into the machines of our main characters. That's the only thing I can guess. Because when it says you're there in your house, I wouldn't be surprised if a Songvis unit has infiltrated their base. Otherwise, that's what I'm getting from this. It's a shame that she can't get more records, though, because it feels like that information would be really damn useful with Giantine here. Yeah, that wouldn't make sense. Honestly, looking at that little flash from episode 1, it really does show that episodes 1 and 3 were the gold standard for the series, because every episode, save for 1 and 3, has not lived up to the gold standard at all. Okay, I like how there's sort of like a conspiracy-like situation going on with these recent episodes. Bullshit! That was something she did of her own free fucking will. But you know what? It makes her adorable, though. Well, I don't know if it's the way AI is supposed to act or not, because once AI is built, I mean, it is artificial intelligence, so there is a tendency that they'd react a bit more strangely on occasions. That's quite an optimistic way of looking at things, but hey, could also be true, though. I kind of wish they would show off how the world of Girls Frontline is in the civilian areas, just to get a bigger grasp of what Jane's talking about. Because there's one thing the series hasn't really done a good job in, it's world building. And that's a damn shame. It's cute to see her act like that. Oh, man. But that is kind of relatable, though, because when you end up with someone that gives you a higher workload than usual, yeah, you're not going to want to associate with them that much, and you're going to react almost similarly. Nope, it is M4. I love how M16 looks so fucking smug. Oh, man. M16 does not feel like the type that could easily feel pain, though. And I mean emotional pain. That's what I mean. Whoa. I love how this dudes are absolutely formal. And same with GNT. Oh, man. Whoa. Quite the way of starting a conversation there. I'm assuming this is going to be in line for like a setup for a big ass operation. Huh. I wish I remembered this chick. I do like how when it comes to GNT, though, she remembers individual dolls, even if they're not the super hyper stylized type or the super detailed type. That shows you a lot about GNT's character there, to see how much she pays attention to detail. Oh. And definitely, the song we said probably is going to be a plan that will fail, because we haven't ever seen them have a victory. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something that can even hack individual doll units. That's my guess as to what song these could be planning. Huh. Oh, hell yeah. I always love looking at new dolls. Because they usually either end up having quirky personalities and shit like that. So it's actually nice to get to see a grasp as to how they deal with. Whoa, this guy's getting a bit too hyped up for wanting to check out them dolls. Whoa! Talk about unethical there. Oh man, he was just doing his job. I'm not gonna blame him. But I can relate to GNT's anger though. This guy's definitely got nothing but dolls in his minds. Should commanders be having social media though? I mean, I guess they can as long as they don't post any like super major military information. I'm assuming this guy got wrecked. I kind of wish we would have seen her wreck the dude, though, you know? Only because it would have made the scene funnier. Here, they just skipped through it, and I'm like, okay. You set up a nice gag. You didn't show off the gag. Feels a little bit rushed, if you ask me. Still, the episode's nice for the most part, though. I just got to comment on that because when it comes to Girls Frontline, this is a series I enjoy that has like just those flaws that keep this series from being greatness. Not enough though to the point where it makes it unenjoyable. This series is still enjoyable, but it definitely has problems. Pretty much the people I know at work have just to drop this series like straight up. They've dropped it after episode 3 or 4 due to like the declining visuals and all that. I still enjoy the series enough though. Oh, you fucking oh. Oh shit, looks like the action about to start. Oh. The thing is, they didn't say which base. Oh shit, it's their base. Damn, okay. We finally have real stakes in the series because now we even see the commanders in danger now. And especially since someone as lovable as Jian is now in danger. Okay! Didn't think the series would be upsetting the status quo like that. I'm actually impressed. Because here's the thing. When it comes to the series, I've been wondering, okay, when are we going to have characters from the actual... Oh. We're finally going to see Kruger. He looks like a badass. It's Ryder's voice actor. I fucking recognize that voice. And he was also the voice actor of Futaba's father in My Senpai is Annoying. That voice actor, I fucking love it. He's like in almost everything. And he was also voiced the main character of Aisu Ishima last season. I can never get enough of that man's voice. I like how she's just looking at that thing a little bit awkwardly. Oh, it's her job now. Unfortunately, he's going to have to deal with it. I actually like the way the machines are moving. They're actually utilizing Andron instead of CGI. You can definitely tell they're putting more effort into this episode than the usual Girls Frontline episode. You know, like how when they fire gunfire, you can even see their bodies glow a little bit by the lighting of their of the gun flares. All in all, just some damn cool looking stuff. You know, even like when it comes to like the Songbe's dolls, we're actually seeing them move in unison while shooting the guns instead of just being the usual having the Songbe's doll units just standing there and shooting the guns like the usual animation. I mean, the only hope is for a freed up, for a freed up doll unit to show up to the rescue. Yes, all right. I've been waiting to see M4 get some action. The thing is, though, all the commanders are in danger. You know, that's actually pretty brilliant because they might be able to shut off all those. The thing is, though, their M4 and M16 are pretty capable, even without commanders. I mean, it's not like they have much of a choice. I mean, Giantine's reasoning is actually pretty smart. The thing, I like that. I understand Kruger's paranoia, but it ain't like M16 and M4. Yeah, and it's like the M4's group is going to do anything crazy. And you know, words have weight considering that. Yes, she spent a good amount of time. The thing is, that relationship with Trump, they're going to have to rely on it, though. Yeah, it's not like they have a fucking choice or luxuries of options, unfortunately. Oh, that's so fucking adorable. Okay, what's that? Now she has to live up to those expectations. And that was a great moment seeing, considering that M4 has built, even though the relationship is distant, she's built a decent relationship with Jeans, and you can tell a large bit of her want to help her out so badly. So even the animators are doing some nice shit with the artwork. Whereas some of the lines are carried through to the way facial expressions and how the artwork's rendered anyway. So good stuff from the animation team. Nothing again that'll make me go, oh man, this looks good like episodes 1 and 3, but this episode's at least competently produced, to its credit. I mean, they're gonna have to figure out a way. Oh. Whoa. Could AR-15 be a potential traitor? I mean, with the way she was reacting. That seemed a little bit fishy there. I mean, it could also be that she's really serious about the situation, but I'm starting to suspect some shit from AR-15. I mean, damn, they can't expect the AR. I mean, the AR team to be done already. I like how the. Oh man, I fucking love the commander that loves that's like fanboy when it comes to dolls. And he was just told this shit up. That's fucking adorable. Maybe they could try to sneak in. That's the best bet. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just sneak in. Hell yeah. I know they say 5 minutes, but it's probably gonna be more like motherfucking an episode when they say shit like that. It'll be 5 minutes. Oh, we got a badass here. I'm surprised with how important that facility is. There's no like powerful agents there protecting the base. You know, seems a little bit too easy though. All right. I mean, let's see if the Destroyer can last past one episode. Who am I kidding? She'll probably get her ass bounced in like the next episode. I bet she'll be introduced. She'll maybe do some cool shit, and then she'll fall like all the other Agent dolls and Sungvi dolls, like all the other episodes. If she lasts more than an episode, I'd be damn fucking surprised. But in saying that, I gotta admit, cute little cliffhanger though. Even though we know how this is gonna go, we know that the Destroyer is gonna be destroyed. But no, in saying that, this episode was good though. I'm actually gonna give this one, if I had to rate this on a scale of like 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'm actually gonna give this a 7 out of 10. It's above average because this is the first time we see the actual main force, like a Giantine, and the other commanders in danger. So already this makes the episode a much more incredible from an emotional standpoint. And not just that, but here's something else I really enjoyed about this episode too, aside from the 6 being the highest they've been. It had a lot of humor, like with the way all the commanders were bickering with each other, bashing each other. It was just fucking hilarious. So I thought the running was spot on. And aside from that, Kindling 02. I hope there's a Kindling 03 though, because this feels like it's setting up to be the best arc of the series. So far, anyway. Not guaranteeing that, but just off of the impressions I get. And there was also something else I enjoyed about this episode too, though. I did enjoy the fact that you see some character development for M4. Now that she's got her friend rescued, she's getting a little bit lax. And I like how one of her girls even calls her out on that. That was fucking cute too. Seeing like these bits in the episode where the dolls just bust on each other's chops, it really makes the relationship they've got with each other feel more authentic than it already was to begin with, to its credit. And asides from that, the other things that I also enjoyed about this episode were just the fact that this episode, on top of having some cute little character interactions like that, it shows in a more subtle way more growth for Giantine because she has so much faith in our girls that she is going as far as to allowing them to operate for the most part autonomously for at least this specific mission to take on the Songvi's base. I thought that was also a nice, sweet moment too, seeing the amount of faith that Jintin has with her dolls. It actually makes her a more lovable character, if you ask me anyway, in my opinion on the matter. So that's why overall, I gotta say, the writing quality of the episode was pretty dang good because of that. The action set pieces look good at the very least, instead of having like the same usual shit with the Songvi's doll units just standing around while shooting the guns. You actually see them move their legs and shoot their guns. So you can tell the animation is more dynamic than your usual episode of the series. The voice acting for the episode was pretty damn good, to its credit. And the artwork looked pretty, actually. So that's why, if I had to rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I got to give it a 7 out of 10, with the only flaw being that, yeah, sometimes this series does go a bit too quickly. I would have loved to have seen, at the very least, a moment where you've got that joke that was built up between GNT and the Commander where they were going to compete. I would have loved to have seen that on screen. I would have loved to have seen some world building, considering that GNT is implying that the world is in a fucked up state. But I'm like, well, it's hard to feel that the world's in a fucked up state when you don't see the actual civilian areas in the series. So things like that lower the immersiveness of the series because it makes it apparent that the series doesn't have good world building, which is one of its weaknesses. I'm not going to pussyfoot. I may enjoy this series, but it does have flaws, and that's one of them, the lack of world building. But in spite of that, I still enjoyed it enough to the point where I'm going to give it an above average score because I do like the visual effort here, and it does have some good stakes at the very least in seeing not just their dolls in danger, but the Commander's in danger too. So that's why I'm still going to give it a positive score overall. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I would really love to hear your thoughts and how you feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back more because I'm definitely reacting to the next episode. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope you have a fun, great, safe, and fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.